what do we have here? We got a double feature. We got an unboxing and a follow-up review, and both of them are what I call the so nice I bought it twice. This one is a little kind of budgety, super budget maybe, knife that I had, and I was going to fix it up, but then I ended up trading it off in a multi-knife trade for blah, blah, who cares? But I didn't have it anymore. But I wanted to try it one more time, even though it had a super loose, super light detent that needed work. It's an axis lock, and man, the detent is just super light, and it's like too light. But maybe we can fix it up, maybe we can make it better. And I like everything else about it. The scales are a little thick too, but we can fix that easy. Anyway, before we do that, this is a follow-up on the TS45. I've done 1, 2, 3, at least 3 videos on this TS45. And then I don't know what happened to my TS45. It disappeared. Got stolen out of the car. Who knows what? It wasn't one of the 6 that got stolen in the Dominican Republic. It got lost some other way. I don't even know. So I bought another one. I've done some mods to it. I like it the way it is. I might still do some of the kind of similar stuff I did on the first one. Let's drop back and look at those original videos, the unboxing, and then some of the mods I did on the first one I had. And we'll see what this guy is all about.
From only 11 months ago, not bad. Metal Complex does it in 2 weeks, but 11 months is fine, I guess.
What is this one? Oh, wow. What is this? Sticker came with it here. Knife-tastic EDC. I think that's who I bought it from, maybe. Boy, look at the texture on that one. Very robotic and cool looking. Kind of reminds me of the Terminator or something. Man, I hope that fuller is usable, because that is a nice looking fuller. And they decided that my finger is only going to go way up there, and that's the only place where they have a little recess cut, as though that's going to be the only place where you go after the lock bar. But really, you're going to be going after this whole area, so this whole area should be cut down. So I think this is like a remake of the TS45. If I remember right, someone said they're making them slightly different, but pretty much overall the same. Boy, I'm definitely digging the knife, though, in general. Wow, nice action, nice drop. Yeah, the only negative on this thing so far that I can think of really is that the lock access is just, yeah. I'm going to be using it, carrying it. We'll let you know how it goes. Have a nice day. Ha, Kendra, I actually did follow up on this one. This video here is a month after the first one. So I did some mods to it and talked about it again a month later. What do you think about that?
That's actually not bad.
Well,
good work.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. You don't usually apologize like that, so that was good.
Not an apology.
Okay, whatever. Let's move on with this.
Since you actually do usually suck at follow-ups.
We left off finishing up some sanding on the frame pieces, and now we're going to get into the polishing before we slap some color on this son of a bitch. I have a cup of water right here. And then you get them hosed off real quick. I think it came out good. Maybe it would be better if I did it polishy, but no, I think I like this texture. It's a little more grippy. Oh, let's see how that looks now. See how you have more room in there now to put your finger in there and actually push the flipper tab down, because these areas here right next to it have been ground out all the way out to this corner here. And that kind of makes for a little sharp corner there, but I don't know if that ever is going to matter. I don't think it will. Well, that's it. That's the complete redo and facelift on a TS45 Twosun. I definitely like it. Have a nice day. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do of that to this one, whether I'm going to do the same kind of sanding, whether I'm going to do some similar anodizing, or I don't know what sure I'm going to do. But for this one, I was tired of this thing coming down and cutting. Well, okay, so this choil is usually real small. You can, here, I'll show you on the original one. That's what the choil looks like now, or originally. And then here's how big it is now. Very big. So the difference is, on the original one, when this would come down, having no cutout here, the blade would be all the way back to here, and it would cut right into your, or my anyway, it would cut into the meat of my thumb right there behind the nail. Cut, cut, cut. Now the blade stops on the thumbnail instead, so it doesn't cut into my thumb. That's what that choil is mainly there for. You could use it for a choke up spot too, but mainly it's to keep me from getting cut when I open it. And I've already done the cutout for the lock access. I think that was it, right? Yeah, I don't know. So that's all I've done to this one, but it's just been a great knife. The second one has been a great knife, other than the fact that it cuts you sometimes, but now it doesn't because it hits here instead of there. It used to hit like there. So way better. The M390 seems to hold up okay. It's probably not the hardest, best M390, but I mean, it's M390, so that counts for something, even if it is kind of soft. Pocket clip works great. This one is actually a hair off of the body so that when you put it in your pocket, there's hardly any, it doesn't fight you at all, but it, you know, it holds pretty good once it's in there. A little rattly if you tap on it. No big deal though. I could set it down further if I wanted to, but I don't want to. I like it up like that. Sometimes it makes a neat little ting noise when I close it. A little trink as it kind of vibrates. Anyway, great air goes, great choke up spot. You can thumb it open. You can reverse flick it. The small little diminutive little flipper area. I think I took some sandpaper to that to make it a little rougher so that it would catch a little better. It was a tiny bit slippery, but I think it wasn't bad, but now it's better. So all around a great knife. I recommend it. You just have to be careful about having that come down and cut your thumb. That's the only downside of it, I think. Very drop shutty, very nice. Well, okay, it's not really drop shutty. It's kind of a slow drop shutty with a slight push. So really great knife, great shape, just a great look. I mean, look at that. That's a great looking knife. So that's it for the TS45. Let's open this guy up. Let's see what we got here. This is the Flissa. I don't know if it has a name. F014042A is what they're calling it here. It kind of looks like a little, oh, maybe it does have a name. Let's see. Nah, it doesn't really say anything about a name. I don't know. Kind of looks like it looks like that. Oh, that's so light. The detent is too light. Even on this one, that's a nice box. Look at how they have the nice little cutout. I mean, it's just a, you know, like vacuum form plastic, but it's pretty nice. Better than a lot of them do it, you know. At least a little layer of foam would have been nice over the top, but otherwise, that's pretty good. Thank you from Flissa. I guess that's how you say it. F-L-I-S-S-A. Flissa or Flissa? Don't know. So, decent box. So here's your little Flissa. I think it's about a 2.5 inch blade. Let's see, 1, 2, maybe close to 3. About a 3 inch blade, maybe, I would say. Axis lock. The handle is a bit thick, a bit on the thick side. It's a little thicker than this one. On a small knife, you feel it. It feels a little too thick. You could access those buttons, or the axis lock. You could access the axis lock a little better if it was a little thinner right there. That'd be nice. So that's easily done though. Great sound. That's one thing I liked about it, was it has a nice sound to it, you know? But the detent, look at that, it's too light. The spring tension here is too light. So I'm going to try to find some replacement springs for it, or modify these, you know, or put some magnets in it if I need to. I'm going to do something to make this thing very usable and better. D2 steel, G10, pocket clip is too big, so we may have to do something with that. I could probably just cut this one down, trim it down, sand it, make it look silver like the blade. That'll look nice. I like the little red ring around the pivot. That's nice. The thumb hole there, whatever you want to call that, thumb fuller, thumb oval, is very nice and generous. Very slicey blade. This one feels pretty sharp. Let me get a piece of paper and we'll see if it is. Let's compare the Flissa axis. Flaxus? Okay, that's a little rough, a little rough. Definitely got some hiccups. It's sharp with hiccups though. Yeah, it's a very toothy, rough, sharp. Now let's compare that to the M390 somewhat used blade. This is new, brand new out of the box, so it should be cutting a little better than that, I would say. Compare that to the used. Oh my goodness, that's significantly better. It has one little hiccup up near the front. I actually think I used it for some kind of rough thing that I shouldn't have used it for and ended up denting up this area here quite a bit. But the bottom part where I haven't fucked it up, razor sharp. Very nice. Okay, so the Twosun TS45 rocks the sharpness test. This guy, not so much, not so great. We'll sharpen it up though. If I can even get it to have a reasonable action where it's not so lightly detented that it just falls open all the time. I mean, literally, look at that. I'm just gonna, there we go. Look at that. That's not good. You don't want that. Like, no, you don't want that. Not good. Come on, Flissa. I feel like this one might be even lighter than the other one I had. Jeez, so light. That's crazy. How can I fix it? You know what? I'm going to think about it. And if I think of a interesting or new way to fix it, I'll get back with you and let you know. Something with a magnet that pulls the thing for. No, I don't know. Guess that would be kind of like a Winter Blade Co. thing. I don't know. We'll look into it and see what we think about that. I never used the other one too much, the first one I had, because the detent was so light. This one, I plan on making it better. I plan on making it so that I want to use it, you know? So we'll see. Have a nice day.
This is Kendra, the AI, and I totally think that Mr. Prybar will fix up this knife and make it super awesome.
That obviously wasn't me. And that knife will be lucky if it ever sees the outside of the crappy knife drawer. Have a nice whatever.